Hello everyone, welcome to wedangotravel. My name is Monica and together we're going to discover authentic and unknown Japan. So let's get started. So before starting today's video, I just wanted to quickly thank all of my 13 followers, which is not that many, but it's a start, and I really appreciated all of the warm feedback and warm comments that I have received. And I have to apologize, we still don't have a microphone, but I mean, this channel was supposed to be opened a long time ago. I kept postponing it and I finally decided to start, and this is where we are at, but we will improve as we go. So I really hope that you'll be able to hear me a little bit better today. I will try to speak a little bit louder. Now I'm more comfortable. I mean, still not really comfortable in front of the camera, but I will do my best. So let's begin. In this video, we're going to talk about Matsuri. What is Matsuri? Matsuri is the Japanese word for festival, and there are so many Matsuri, so many festivals in Japan. Japan can be perceived as a very technological country. I mean, sometimes, because we still use fax machines in the office, so it really depends, but sometimes it can be perceived as a very technological country. And however, the Japanese people's bond with tradition is so very strong. For this reason, there are plenty of festivals, plenty of matsuris that celebrate the culture, the seasons, the nature. I'm sure that during your trip to Japan, you will encounter at least one festival. And today we're going to talk about Azalea Festival. The most famous flower in Japan is, of course, cherry blossom, yes, sakura in Japanese. However, you can see many different flowers blooming all over Japan in different seasons, and just after sakura season we have azalea season. So these flowers are so beautiful. However, not many tourists know that this is azalea season, but it's also perfect for those people that came just a little bit late for sakura season. You can enjoy some beautiful flowers all over Japan. However, just because it's less known to the tourists, it doesn't mean that it's less crowded. In fact, Japanese people, which is actually something that I love about the culture, they always get excited about flowers. You always see them taking pictures about flowers blooming, but they also line up, they queue for hours to get inside these gardens to see azaleas, but also other flowers in different seasons. So it can be a little bit overwhelming at times, but it's still worth visiting these places, this festival. I will also show you some hidden gems that not many tourists, not even Japanese people, know about, so you can enjoy these beautiful flowers crowd-free. Yes. Also, this time I made a map, so you can download it in the description down below. Of course, if you know any other location that you want to share with everyone, just comment it down below and I'll make sure to check it out myself. So when I was talking about people lining up, I'm talking about the most famous Azalea Matsuri in Tokyo, which is the Nezu Shrine Matsuri. Nezu is a little shrine, I mean not so little, it's a shrine near Yanaka, and it's beautiful. It's so beautiful, but because it's the most famous one, of course, is also the most crowded, and the majority of people lining up to get inside the garden are Japanese people, as I said. And I mean, the queue would take at least 1 hour. It was so long, so we didn't line up. We just saw it from outside. You can still see the garden from outside, and the shrine itself is very beautiful. I think that if you go during the weekdays in the morning, you might be able to get inside without problems. But because I work during the week, I had to go during the weekend, and I went in the afternoon, which was not the best idea. But yeah, it was still beautiful. There are many red tories in Nezu Shrine, so if you're just visiting Tokyo, maybe not going to Kyoto, this would be a very good shrine to go instead of Fushiminari Taisha. And the shrine itself is beautiful, and of course during the festival there are many street foods that you can try, food stalls, sweet, savory things, Japanese traditional sweets, and there are also some exhibitions, and we saw the taiko, so the Japanese drum, which was very interesting, beautiful, and yeah, it's still worth visiting, but it will be crowded. Be prepared. The garden has more than 3,000 azalea plants, is more than 300 years old, is beautiful. And while I was making research, they were saying that they even have black azalea plants, which I've never seen before. And of course, as I said, I was not able to get inside the garden, so if you've ever been there, please let me know if you saw them. Of course, if you want to see the azalea plants but you don't want to go to one of these festivals, you can just walk around Tokyo. You can see so many of them, these, especially the pink ones and the purple ones, they are everywhere. So if you just stroll around the neighborhood where your hotel is, I'm sure you will see them. It's beautiful. But I suggest going to this festival because they are so interesting, so beautiful, and such a traditional Japanese things to experience. You have to. That is my suggestion, of course. And Nezu Shrine, as I said, is the most popular destination, but here are some other options that are definitely less known to the tourists. So the first location that I'm going to suggest is Koishikawa Botanical Garden. This is a beautiful botanical garden that belongs to Tokyo's university, and it's definitely not known to tourists. And I always suggest this garden because it's beautiful in every season. They have beautiful sakura trees, they have azalea plants, they have ginkgo trees, and they have momiji, the red maple trees, and it's always beautiful. There is always something to see, to admire. They have a little lake. If you love nature, this is definitely a place that I would visit while in Tokyo. Another beautiful location is Rikugien Garden, which is another botanical garden that I always suggest during every season. They have beautiful sakura, once again momijis, and of course azalea plants, and it's just beautiful, and it's considered one of Tokyo's most beautiful landscape gardens, and it's supposed to represent 88 landscapes from famous poems. So it's overall interesting. If you love nature and literature, this is a very good place for you. And now let's talk about even more local option. Heisei Tsutsuji Park is definitely one of them. Tsutsuji is the Japanese word for azalea, so as you will understand, this is a park with mainly azalea plants. It's just a local park in a residential neighborhood, which is a little bit outside of Tokyo main attractions. So it's still central Tokyo, but a little bit further away from like Shinjuku or Shibuya, these kind of areas. Still pretty well connected. If you came here to enjoy some flowers and you want to enjoy a real Japanese atmosphere, Heisei Tsutsuji Park is the place for you. Then, and once again, another very local park, Karasuyama Tsutsuji Ryokuchi Park, which is located in Setagaya. Setagaya is once again a very residential area, and once again in the name of the park you will find Tsutsuji, so it's mainly azalea plants, and it's beautiful. If you want to enjoy once again a few hours, an afternoon, a morning, away from the crowds, away from the touristy spots, but if you want to enjoy some nature while still be in the center of Tokyo, this is a very, very good option for you. And then last but definitely not least, my absolute favorite temple for azalea plants, which is Shiofune Kannonji temple. This one is far away from central Tokyo. It will take around 1.5 2 hours, depends where you're staying at, but it's worth it. If you have one half day, one spare day in Tokyo and you want to enjoy some nature while still visiting a very beautiful temple with statues and everything, this is the place for you. It's beautiful. Like we've reached to Kabe station with the JR line, and then we walked to the temple. It takes around 40 minutes, so if you don't really want to walk, you can take the bus, but I suggest walking because you really get to see and enjoy a very local residential neighborhood, and it's outside of the city, so it's more of a countryside vibe. It's beautiful, I love it, and yeah, I suggest you walk to the temple. While walking to the temple, you can also see other smaller temples which are still very beautiful and worth visiting. But the main temple itself is, wow, it's beautiful. They have more than 17,000, yes, 17,000 azalea plants. It's huge. It's super colorful, purple, lilac, pink, red, white, you name it. Like, they have all kind of azalea plants. And the temple is more than 1,300 years old, and it built around a small wooden statue of Kannon, which is the deity of compassion, and then they built this huge Kannon statue that you will see that towers on top of this beautiful garden. But the old wooden statue is still enshrined there, and they show it during some religious ceremony. You have to pay 300 yen to get inside, which is not much, and then you are welcomed with these beautiful hills with flowers. It smells amazing, it looks amazing, it's beautiful. You can walk in between the plants. Be prepared, there are going to be some big bees and insects. They're just minding their business on the flowers, and you can still enjoy the beautiful scenery. And it's so huge that even if people visit it, because it's known among Japanese people, you're not going to encounter a lot of people on the way. People are not lining up, are not queuing. It's just overall a beautiful place if you want to enjoy a very relaxing time. I love it, I loved it. I didn't know it existed until I made the video and the research about azaleas, and I just fell in love with it, and I want everyone to know about it. The only place where you will see people lining up in the temple is for the bell. Yeah, there is an ancient bell that is said if you ring it, it will bring good luck and fortune, so people are of course lining up. And during your visit to the temple, you will hear this constant sound of bell ringing, which actually adds to the atmosphere. It was beautiful, and we did not line up to ring the bell. As I'm sure you realized by now, Italian people don't really like to line up and wait. The queue was not that long, so if you want to ring the bell, you can do it. It doesn't take that much time. If you have few hours one day that you don't know where to go while in Tokyo, I suggest you go here because it's amazing. And with that, we conclude the second video for wedangotravel and the first for the Matsuri series. And as I said before, you can download the free Azalea map that I made for you in the description. And if you know anything else, just let us know in the comments below. If you like these videos, please like and subscribe, and also make sure to follow me on Instagram. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!